So what happens when you're craving cinnamon rolls but don't have any yeast? I'm gonna show you how to make Bisquick Cinnamon Rolls, and guess what? They still have our secret ingredient for the gooeyest rolls ever. Let me show you how to make them. Now in this bowl, I have 2 1/4 cups of Bisquick. If you don't have Bisquick on hand, go to our website, tasteoflizzytea.com. We have a homemade Bisquick mix there. It's only like 3 ingredients. It's super easy to mix up. But otherwise, put 2 1/4 cups of Bisquick in a bowl and add 2/3 of a cup of buttermilk. Now you can use regular milk if you'd like, but buttermilk just makes the cinnamon rolls extra tender and a little bit tangy and so delicious. Fold that together. The mixture will be really thick, but that's okay because the next step is to roll them out. Grab a pastry mat if you have one, or you can just flour the countertop. Sprinkle a little bit of flour on. Put your dough onto the mat. It's just a little bit sticky in some places, so I'm going to put a little bit of flour on top too. You don't want to add a whole lot more, but just to make it easy to work with. And then press it out, or you can roll it out into an 8 by 12 rectangle. This dough is actually super easy to work with, so a lot of times it's just easier to press it out. The size honestly doesn't matter a whole lot, but just so that it's even, so the rolls bake evenly, that's what's most important. Next, take some softened butter. This is about 1/4 of a cup of butter, and spread that over the dough. Next comes the brown sugar. We use about 1/3 of a cup of packed brown sugar. You can use a little bit more or a little bit less if you'd like. Then cinnamon. Just shake some cinnamon on top. Oops, got a little bit much there. About 2 teaspoons is plenty of cinnamon. Make sure the right side of the shaker is open. Shake that on. Then you just roll it up just as you would cinnamon rolls. Start at the long end and roll jelly roll style. And then I just kind of squeeze it a little bit to get it tight and even. Now, if you like your rolls to come out perfectly and even in the pan, go ahead and cut off the ends where it's just not quite even. You can bake these little ends in a separate dish. A reader just told us this week though that she fries these in oil like donuts. Oh my goodness, that sounds amazing, and we definitely need to try that. Now we use about an 8 or a 9-inch round cake pan or baking dish to bake these. You can use a square dish if you'd like. We cut 6 rolls. Just take a sharp knife and cut it in half, and then cut 3 rolls from each half. I love my cinnamon roll dish. Cinnamon is how I roll. We're gonna take that, spray it with cooking spray, and then place the cinnamon rolls in, cut side up. And I push down just very slightly so that they stand up nicely. I put 5 around the outside and then 1 in the center. Now the last step before you put them in the oven is to use our secret tip for the gooeyest rolls. Take about 1/3 of a cup of heavy cream and pour it over top the rolls. This makes the rolls so rich, it will bake in. It is absolutely delicious. You can use evaporated milk if you don't have heavy cream. You can use whole milk. People have used coconut cream. You can even use half and half creamer. We even had someone last week tell us that they used coffee creamer. Great idea. These are ready for the oven. The oven is preheated to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. They're going to bake for about 25 minutes. If you check the rolls after about 20 minutes and they look like the top is getting too brown, just lay a piece of foil over the top and let them finish baking, and that will prevent the rolls from getting any more brown. Right before the cinnamon rolls are ready to come out of the oven, you can go ahead and mix up your powdered sugar glaze. So I have 1 cup of powdered sugar in this bowl. I'll add 1 tablespoon of melted butter, about 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, or you can use maple if you'd like, and then 1 tablespoon of heavy cream. Then you can mix that together. And if you find sometimes you might need to add a little bit more heavy cream or butter, whichever you'd like, to get a drizzling or spreading consistency, whichever you prefer, you can go ahead and add that in. We like to use a thicker frosting just so that when you put it on the rolls, it all melts in delicious. But if you would like a lighter glaze, you can just add in even more heavy cream. Here are the cinnamon rolls. They smell so good. I'm gonna take a little bit of the glaze while they're still hot. Just put it right on top and that's gonna melt in. Then just let that glaze sit on there for a couple of minutes and it will melt in. Now these rolls are best served warm, so you don't have to wait long to dig into them. In less than 45 minutes, these sweet rolls can be on your breakfast table. I hope your family loves these. Be sure to go to tasteoflizzytea.com to print off the recipe. Remember, we have the homemade Bisquick mix on the site too. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check back soon for a new video.